Hmm. So I have been playing Ideology for nearly 24 hours straight since it came out yesterday, and I'm in love with it. So the answer to the question, is it worth buying or is it worth getting? The answer is a big yes, without a doubt. Absolutely 100% buy it. Buy it. Buy it. For $20 American, it is totally worth it. I'm going to tell you a little bit why here. We're going to go in very quickly into some aspects of it that I already love, absolutely love. But I know people are shell shocked a little bit from the royalty DLC because that was a little honestly, unless you're really into the royalty part of it. It's kind of like it doesn't seem to add a whole lot. Ideology changes the game. Like it absolutely changes the game, like crazy amounts of game changing. So let's look at the new colony. Sorry, I have some experimenting with some mods there. Blah 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 blah. Yes, do some things. I just want to hurry up and get to. So this is one cool thing. So they've integrated into the game the ability to disable and enable various other things. So if you don't want mechanoids, you don't want insects, you can get rid of them. I think that's awesome. And of course, the biggest part of Ideology, I'm not going to go into great detail, is of course the building of your religion, your ideology, your ID-religion. And it comes with randomly generated ones. Every single aspect of this is randomly generated. The names, the memes, the precepts. But if you customize your own, it has all these like sort of real world beliefs that you can start off with. I'm just going to start with Buddhism. And these, look, there's like different levels of impact. Like you could do a bunch of memes that are really high impact, make them really intense. Nudism, pain is virtue, which is kind of a strange combination. Go with that. Look at all these different precepts. You can add all these different precepts and exactly how you feel about each one. Crazy. So you can change it from disapproved, horrible, all these different precepts. You can add different roles, like who are the special people in your tribe or in your religion. Different rituals. So what's interesting is these roles, it will give you special abilities. The people who are assigned to these roles, these rituals, if you do them, they'll give you buffs. So, if you have a good, and it depends on the quality of the area, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. You can choose different special buildings, and all these special buildings, all this new stuff that's been added is based on all of this. Whatever you've chosen up here to be the basis of your religion affects what you can have as like different buildings. And there's a ton of new buildings that they've added. They've also added the thing where you can have specific relics. So, you can have the holy shotgun or the holy like revolver, and of course it will actually name these. You can actually go in and name the individual roles too. Literally everything can be randomize it. Everything can be affected in that regard and customized. You can add a venerated animal. You can add preferred weapon types. So if they're using these weapon types, they're considered noble and you'll get bonuses. And of course, there's different. Look at this. So they've integrated beards and all these cool hairstyles into the base game and tattoos. And you can specifically say what kinds of hairs and what kinds of tattoos your people need. So many possibilities. So you can just randomize the whole thing. Be like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a random belief structure. But we're actually going to go back out because I want to go to a colony that I've already started. And I just want to show you some other cool things that have been added that I think are really, really, really important. All right, so first of here, you can see my guy. He's wearing the official head wraps. We have a prisoner. This is cool. This is something I did not know until I started playing the game, is that if you go into the prisoner tab, you can, there's new options. You can enslave, so you can actually have slaves in the base game now, and convert, and you can target a religion. So this guy is already the augmentatists, but we can convert him to. Of course, we can't select this because we don't have a warden because our religion is the neo-tantra. But we can select this and we'll actually work to convert him. Look at some of the special buildings. This is a Christmas tree. Tantric Christmas tree, I guess. But there's a lot of other stuff. Like there's all this added stuff. All these different religious like objects and some really weird ones. Like this gibbet cage is to store corpses so you can freak out your slaves. There's like disco ball and like light ball and loudspeakers, drums. And the floor, even the flooring, has like these new textures that are like religious in nature and give huge beauty bonuses. Of course, they cost a lot more materials, but they're like these big old. So awesome. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So there is so much added to this game. Like you go in, I've selected him to be the team leader, and I automatically get these abilities that will provide boosts to fellow participants. When you select on I don't have them built yet, but when you select on this, you also get these options of celebrations, and the celebrations give mood boosts. Depending on your religion, it'll be different types of celebrations. And again, like these words of command, they're basically like the psychic powers from royalty, but you get them automatically by assigning these special roles. And I'll actually show you in social. You can say assign role. So these different roles, and yeah, so much stuff. You go into needs, you can see that you get special bonuses and negatives. There are these extra thoughts involved, like depending on whether or not the pawns aligned in working in a way that is in line with their religion. And I think they can even fall out of belief too, because it hasn't happened fully yet, but I was running I was doing a run, and my guy actually had like a crisis of faith and ended up having like this mental breakdown. It was so cool. Now, he didn't technically lose his religion yet, but I think that's on because it basically says his belief was waning and all this. There's so much cool stuff. I haven't even touched the surface. I'm going to do a separate video talking about the details in depth. I just wanted to show some of the awesomeness in a very short video, share my passion, my joy, my love of this DLC. It is amazing. It is so much better than royalty. So I highly recommend you get it for, again, $20 American. I totally think it's worth it. It really expands the game. And with this whole new system, this ideological system, you can imagine the amazing mods that will be created. So jump aboard. If you're a Rimworld fan, you probably have it already. But if you're kind of on the fence, I hope I've convinced you. Go ahead and get it. If you want to see more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. If you love the new DLC or are very excited about getting it, if you haven't tried it yet, go ahead. Big thumbs up to this video. I'd really appreciate it. In any case, thank you so much for watching. And as always, thank you for joining me on this journey.